Here is a video of me showing you guys all of the progress that I have made on my new Roblox game, Apocalyptic Survival. So if we open it up here, you can see it takes a little bit to load. So far, we have all of the scripts. We have a map. We have our main map, and it's just a bunch of base plates, as you can see out here. We have our main base plate where the player spawns. And we have our border, which is all of these little parts right here. We also have this. This is an outer border. So if any players somehow get past this border, they cannot get past here. And all of the parts here have a script. So if any player ends up touching the outside border or outside or any outside base plates, they get teleported. It's just to stop people from coming outside because nothing will spawn here anyway. And how I make things spawn is if we go here, we have our tree system. So this spawns. So we have our map size. So the main base plate. We have trees spawn. We have 1,000 trees spawn, and the spawn height is 6. So they spawn at height 6. And every time a tree is broken, it takes 30 seconds for it to respawn. It gets the tree from the tree template in server storage. As you can see right here, has our tree model. And then it places a bunch of random spawns, and every time you load a new game, it picks different spawns every single time. It is the same thing for our stone system, our iron ore system, and our gold ore system, and finally our diamond ore system. But as you see, the number of spawns is different for rare items. So again, trees were 1,000, diamonds 62, gold 125, iron is 250, and stone is 500. And the spawn heights are all different just because of the models and such are all different too. We also have zombie spawners. So since our map is 2048 by 2048, we spawn 100 zombies. Spawn height is still 0. And then every time you kill a zombie, it takes 30 seconds to respawn. I have to change that. Spawn height 0. And then it just respawns them in a random location. And then in the output, it tells me where the zombies have spawned. One thing that you may have seen here is testing update. So we're in development still on our next update. Plans to release August 19th, 2026. And then I have a little note up here. It's a note to self talking about how any features can be removed at any time. Yada yada yada. we also have crafting and mining. So all the trees and stone and iron and diamonds, all the ores and stuff, they're breakable. And we have different crafting recipes for it. So we have a screen GUI here, and then this script makes it so we can craft all of these different things. We also just have an open and closed script. I had to make this visible to be shown, but as you can see in just a couple of seconds, this is what the UI looks like. So if you press any of these buttons, the server will check if you have any of these items from your inventory. This is just a count from our player's inventory right here. So the server checks if you have any of these items, or the required items for the crafting, and if you do, then it'll craft you those items. And then when it gives you the items, it takes it from server storage, and it takes it from the tools. We also have old tools that they were basically just prototypes. They're not needed anymore. So this is like a deleted folder. And just like the trees, all of the spawning ores and stuff also have templates. When you craft the furnace, this is very specific to the furnace. It'll give you from server storage. It'll give you a furnace placer as a tool, and then it has a placement script. So once you place that, then it gives you the model as a click detector. So when you right click it, it opens the furnace, and then you just have all the parts for it. And then just like the crafting UI, we also have a furnace UI that just smelts all the ores. So if we want to take a look at that, it'll show how many ores you have. The only smeltable ores right now is raw iron and raw gold. So it'll smelt that if you press this button, if you have any. Then it will convert it into gold ingots or iron ingots. And like I showed in my short, this is not fully implemented yet, but if you go to server storage, you see zombie loot, zombie flesh. I'm gonna make it so when you kill the zombie, it drops around 1 to 3 zombie flesh. And we also again have a zombie template for all the spawning. And that's basically it. We have all of our remote events, so all of the crafting stuff, the mining stuff. We have, adding stuff to inventories, all the crafting stuff. And that's basically it. So if you press play, all of this pops up. And as you can see, this spawn, I'm going to spawn differently every single time. And I'll show you how that is. So if you go into server script service, again, you can show spawning system, and it makes random spawns every single time, and then it spawns you on a random spawn each time that you play. So if we press play, again, it's going to be a different spawn, and I'll basically show you a little gameplay. So first, to come here, the tree health is 20, and one hit does 1 damage. That's why you need tools, so you can get better stuff, better gear. So as you can see, the wood went up by 3. We need 6 right now. Now that we have it, if we press E, the crafting UI shows up, and I can press, you know, one of these buttons. So since I don't have any diamonds, let's just press the craft diamond axe. You can see I won't have it. But if I press wooden axe, since I have 6 wood and I craft it, boom, we have this. And now, again, if we walk up to any tree, it does more damage. It does 1.34 damage each time that we hit a tree. So in theory, it should take shorter time to break the tree. There you go. And if I walk to the edge all the way over there, and before I walk over there, as you can see, this zombie isn't attacking me because it has a 30 stud radius. So if I get within that radius, it will start to follow you and attack you. Ow. One thing that's kind of neat though is if you jump right here, like on an ore. Oh, well, usually they get stuck. It's just gonna stay with me, so it's fine. But as I was showing you, if you walk outside of the border, it'll teleport you millions of blocks into space. And so that's basically the core mechanics of the game. If you guys need to or want to know anything else, you could ask me and I'll probably answer. And if you have any ideas for the game, let me know.